Hi, I'm going to talk today about going out, the phrasal verb. What does it mean to go out? What does it mean to be going out? What does it mean to have gone out? I think going out can mean a lot of things, but I think the key to understanding going out is to understand the word out. And I think the important thing about understanding out is to understand that it's not really the opposite of the word in, and it's not really the same as the word outside. Some dictionaries say that the word out is not even a preposition at all, that it only counts as an adverb or a particle. I put particle in air quotes because I don't really like that term. I think the word particle, grammatically speaking, just means it's something else and we can't figure out what to call it. A particle just means a piece of something. However, let's talk a little bit more about going out. Going out assumes that there is some central point, some assumed point, and that the subject or the object is moving away from it. So you can go out in the sense of leaving your house. I'm going out for the evening. That's the most obvious one. The central point is your house. It's very intuitive. You don't need to explain to most people. Going out, yes, obviously. It's implied. It's a little bit, the implication becomes a little bit more abstract when we say something like, the invitations went out. In that case, the central point may or may not be the house. It may be the office, it may be the post office, it may be a tower that you attach the invitations to ravens and release them. It doesn't matter, because actually the abstract implication of the place is as real at about the same level as the implication that you're going out from your house when you're going out. You're starting at your house and you're going out for the evening. The invitations started somewhere. It doesn't matter where, somewhere that is associated with you, with the speaker or the subject. Okay? And then they went out. You can say, it's common for a radio disc jockey to say, this is going out, this song is going out to everyone who has ever felt pain, or something like that, It's going out over the airwaves. Where is it starting? Well, there's an implied point of origin, and it doesn't even matter where the point of origin is. By using the word out, the speaker is asking the listener to engage with them, with him or her, in an act of joint imagination to try and figure out, well, okay, there is some origin. I think the listener is going to assume that they either know or it doesn't matter, right? This is going out. Similarly, something can go out of style. That shirt was popular last year. It's still sort of popular, but it's going out of style gradually. Where is the out coming from? Where is the central point? Well, it's the point of style. It's the point at which things are in style. It's very abstract, but it doesn't matter that it's abstract. It's really, if you think about it, it's really not that much more abstract than I'm going out for the evening. Because where are you going out from? If I tell you I'm going out, after I make this video, I'm going out for the evening, does it matter to you what the origin point is? Does it matter to you where this room is in the world, or even, what year I made the video, what city, what country? I happen to be in Mexico, as far as you know. Maybe I'm lying. See, it doesn't matter. I'm going out. You understand it's a point of reference. Similarly, if I say going out of style, it's understood there's a point of style, an abstract idea of style, and whatever the thing is moving away from it. And the speaker is assumed to have some authority on that subject, or is assuming some authority, just as I am assuming some authority about my place of residence when I say I'm going out. That authority may be false. This may not be where I live. I might have never seen this place before a few minutes ago. Maybe I broke in here to make this video, and it's going to be in like The King of Comedy, where, I get arrested later and you find out that the things that you thought I was saying as a joke were actually true. King of Comedy, good movie if you haven't seen it. Robert De Niro, Jerry Lewis, Sandra Bernhard. Anyway, this actually is my apartment, as far as you know. So let's talk a little bit more about a convention, a more conventional use of going out, metaphorically speaking. Dating, okay? You say you're going out. Going out, it doesn't, if you're married, if you're in a relationship, you say, oh, we're going out tonight, or, you're talking about your friends, we're going out, meaning you're going to leave your place of residence or the central point of origin, and you're going to go out to bars, to restaurants, to somewhere to have fun, and so on. People who are in a relationship typically do this a lot, therefore, sort of synecdotically, we can say people who are in a relationship are going out. However, this then gets wrapped around itself. Let me explain. Little kids, not little kids, but kids who are old enough that they're starting to think about their dating in their future, like 4th graders, 5th graders, 6th graders. At least when I was that age, we would sometimes refer to a relationship that we had among ourselves as going steady. It didn't actually mean anything. There wasn't anything to go steady. It was just a complete abstraction. Similarly, when I was about 12, I went to a summer camp. It was a religious camp. The activities of the kids were monitored pretty closely. There were boys and girls there. The group I was in was the youngest. It was like 12 up to about 18 years old. But even though it was just almost impossible for two people to be really alone together, part of the whole idea of the camp was to get people to meet their future spouses within the religion. So you were kind of encouraged, to have quasi-relationships. We referred to these relationships as going out. It might be said, David is going out with Samantha or whatever. And to begin that relationship, one would say, are you going out? Will you go out with me? There was nowhere to go out. There was no leaving a point of origin, metaphorically or literally. In fact, it was quite the opposite. The phrase going out had been taken in terms of its literal meaning of going out somewhere. We were looking at that and saying, okay, when people go out, they typically go out socially. They often go out dating, and therefore, if we're just doing the dating part, or even just the very idea, the very outer skin of that, and we are abstracting it and saying we're pretending that we're dating, we're going to go all the way back to the term that is used to describe the entire process, that it can sometimes include that, and say we're going out. Because of that usage, people my age, that is, people who were teenagers in the 80s, grew up sometimes using the phrase going out to mean that there was something special going on, because we already had given it that meaning, right? Even before we really went out. So then when we actually got old enough to actually date, we're like 16, 17 years old, and you would say like, oh, so are you going out with Sarah? Yeah. And then you might have to clarify. Oh wait, did you mean like going, like we're going out? Like, no, we're going out tonight. We're not like going out, So one time in when I was in my 20s, I think, I was dating somebody in New York, and we had been dating for a while. Well, not a while, but like a month, right? There had been a series of dates. Things had been going pretty well. Our dates always consisted of literally going out. We went out to movies, restaurants, drinks, and so on. Crazy thing happened, which is that another woman expressed her interest in me around this time. And so I had to decide what to do. And so what I decided to do is I was going to ask the first one if we were exclusive. And we were sitting there at a nice restaurant, saying nice things to each other, drinking, holding hands. She seemed very happy. And I said, I have to ask you something. Are we going out? Which it was kind of funny. I thought about it even as I said it, in a sense, we were literally going out. We were going out on a regular basis, and we were also out for that evening. We had gone out. She was close to my age, and I think she understood this reference immediately. There was no need to go into a semantic discussion of what exactly I meant. So, what did she say? Well, there's another definition of going out that I didn't cover earlier, which has to do with like a flame going out. It generally refers to, the dying down of something. Sometimes it might seem like maybe this is a completely different meaning than the other kinds of going out, but it's connected if you consider the life going out of something, the flame going out of something. You start with the center point at which it's understood that things are going pretty well, or things are alive, or things are in progress, and then you take the force, the life force that is keeping those things going, whether it's literally fire or electricity or the interest of one person in another, and it moves away. And at that point, whatever it is has gone out. So